Dear aspirants, welcome back to another session on the models and the theories of the communication. Today, we are going to build upon on previous discussions by dividing into the four impactful theories. That is cultivation theory, two-step flow theories, magic bullet theory, and agenda setting theories. These theories are interconnected in the way they explore how communication influences perceptions, opinions, and behaviors. So let's move forward and unpack these all fascinating concepts one by one. So first we will start with the cultivation theories, which was developed in the 1976. This cultivation theories by George Abner, and this theories focuses on how prolonged exposure to the media content, especially television, shapes people's views of reality. Now it's important to note that this theory doesn't just suggest that media reflects reality, it argues that media create its own versions of reality that we as viewers begin to accept over the time. Key concepts of the cultivation theory. First, we have mainstreaming, which means that continuous exposure to the similar media content can lead to a shared worldview, even among diverse groups. Then there's resonance, which occurs when media content reflect real life experiences, intensifying its impact. For instance, heavy television viewers often developed what journalists called the mean world syndrome, a belief that the world is far more dangerous than it actually is, simply because they are exposed to a lot of violent or crime related media. Let's connect with this an example. Imagine someone who regularly watches crime dramas and news channels that focus on the negative events. Over time, they might begin to perceive the world as unsafe and develop a heightened sense of fear and mistrust. These perceptions could influence their behaviors, such as avoiding public spaces or being overly cautious. Now, why does this matter? Cultivation theories help us understand how media can subtly shape societal attitudes and beliefs over the time. It's particularly useful in analyzing how media portrays stereotypes, gender roles, and even political ideologies. However, one limitation is that these theories primarily focus on television and doesn't fully account for the interactive nature of modern digital platforms. Let's explore this further by analyzing its application. For instance, political campaigns often rely on cultivating a specific narratives over the time, using consistent messaging across various media platforms to reinforce perceptions among audiences. Similarly, brands employ cultivation strategies by associating their products with certain lifestyle or aspirations through repetitive advertising. With this foundation, let's move on to another significant theory that examines how information flows within society. Next, we have the two-step flow theories introduced by Paul Lazarsfeld and Elihu Cast. Unlike earlier theories that viewed audience as passive, this one highlights the active role of opinion leaders in shaping how media messages are interpreted and shared. Here's how it works. The theory suggests that the information flows in two steps. First, media messages are consumed by opinion leaders, people who are knowledgeable, influential, or highly engaged with the media. Then these opinion leaders interpret the messages and pass them to the wide audience, often adding their own perspectives. To make this clear, let's think about election campaigns. During an election, political analysts, journalists, and even social media influencers act as opinion leaders. They interpret campaign promises, debate policies, and share their views through the articles, TV, debates, or online posts. Their followers then adopt these interpretations, shaping public opinion. This is why influencer marketing is so effective today. It's essentially a modern application of this theory. Why is this theory is important? It demonstrates that the media influence is not always direct. Instead, it often works through interpersonal relationships, emphasizing the power of trust and the credibility. However, one challenge within this theory is its assumptions of passive audiences. Today's media consumers often engage directly with content forming opinions without relying solely on opinion leaders. Let's now move to a theory that takes a very different approach to explaining media effects. The magic bullet theories, which was developed between the 1920s to 1930s. The magic bullet theory is also known as hypodermic needle theories,